Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up. Hello, you guys. Welcome to Friday Night Live here on J is for Justice. Good to see you guys. Lizzie Bones, thank you for becoming a...
Roberta, thank you so much.
Look at all of the members here tonight. Happy Friday. J is for CEO Podcast. CEO Podcast, is that your new podcast? The Ultra Dark CEO Podcast. Welcome, you guys. I hope you've had a wonderful week. Over here, we have Miss Bella joining us tonight on Doggy Cam. Hold on, let me get it. Let me get it straightened around. There her is. She's taking her a little snooze. So we've got Bella on cam tonight. Summer's taking the night off. Summer's off tonight. So you guys, today is the first day I actually feel like a human being. I have felt like so shitty. And today I actually felt alive. I got so much done. Like I barely got my shower and shit before we started this. So I've been like non-stop. So before we get started, I wanted to give you guys just a little quick reminder of what is coming up this Sunday for Sunday Night Live. You know, Friday and Sunday Night Live is now very special days here.
Roberta.
So this is just giving you a little reminder, or if you haven't seen it, a little sneak peek at what we're going to be covering on Sunday Night Live. Ooh, fancy schmancy. John McAfee, Sunday Night Live. I cannot wait to show you guys everything that we found. Got one more trailer for you, just to get you excited. Again, Sunday Night Live power panel it is. John McAfee. I saw somebody say, I have no idea who this guy is. Yeah, you do. You just don't realize it. John McAfee. You had the antivirus on your computer. He is the antivirus guru. Yeah, we'll tell you all about him, Bobby, so don't worry. If you don't know, you will learn. You will learn real fast. So that's Sunday night, 7 p.m. You're not going to want to miss that. So let's get into the Kylie Rodni case. It was not Hunter Biden, even though it may appear to be like Hunter Biden for sure. But yeah, don't worry about looking up ahead of time. He is. Holly, thank you for being a Roberta for 9 months. Holly says McAfee was an interesting person. Followed him on Twitter for the longest. His interviews are crazy. I can't wait to watch. He was very interesting, very smart. But there are some little random fun facts that we found out about John McAfee that I would rather not know. But I do. So tune in on Sunday and we'll share those little tidbits and his story with you. So right now, hold on one second, you guys. I am going to roll into I've got a video of Kylie's mom. So hold on one second. All right, guys. So her mom did a little interview with NBC in the Bay Area. Let's see. She did this yesterday. This was updated yesterday. So let's see what Kylie's mom has to say going on 2 weeks now.
It's, we still don't know.
And the search continues. So do the prayers. The search for missing teenager Kylie Rodni. The 16-year-old was last seen at a party in the Lake Tahoe area a couple of weekends ago. The last ping from her cell phone came in at 12:30 a.m. Saturday morning. Her silver Honda CR-V, you see it there, is also missing. The Placer County Sheriff's Department now says the search will continue, but in a more limited way. Fewer people were working the case, down to about 100 today. Previously, it was about 200 to 300 law enforcement had been assigned daily. Detectives will still follow up on every lead, but the search team will be more like a task force. These past 11 days, excruciating, no doubt, so difficult for her family and friends. That includes her mother, Lindsay Rodni Neiman. Lindsay joins us tonight from Truckee. Lindsay, I think I speak for every parent out there, including myself. Our hearts go out to you. What's keeping you motivated? What's keeping you going in this difficult time?
Family support from community, knowing that even though, you guys are talking about there being a reduction in personnel, that there still is a tremendous amount of people who continue to tirelessly work on this case. And even you guys being so gracious as to continue to share our story.
What type of personality, what was Kylie like, or excuse me, what is she like, and what could save her here if she's in any sort of distress?
Kylie is strong, she's capable, she's smart, she's tenacious, she's feisty. She has a love for life, and I know that she is never been one to give up easy, and today's no different for her.
And Lindsay, let me say that we appreciate you speaking with us. We know it's hard. There were a lot of people at this party, at this campground, more than 200 young teenagers and young adults, from what I understand. What's your gut feeling here? Did she possibly go off with someone?
JB, it's
She sent me a text and said that she was going to be on her way home, and we're still just waiting for her to come through the door. At this point, it's, we still don't know what happened to her, and so we're just working to piece together those last moments that she was at the party to figure out where she did go and with whom.
I presume you've talked to some of her close friends that might have been with her that night. Are they revealing any details to you? Do they know much?
Her friends who were there with her at the party have been nothing but so cooperative and so courageous in coming forward and sharing their stories. And we have such a love for all of her friends and are really appreciative of them working so hard and not compromising, but just being so open to work with everybody and being so honest to share everything that they do know.
Well, you have a lot of support and love and prayers here in the Bay Area.
And we have such a love for all of her friends and are really appreciative of them working so hard and not compromising, but just being so open to work with everybody and being so honest to share everything that they do know.
Well, you have a lot of support and love and prayers here in the Bay Area as well. One final question. We look forward to having you back on the program after you reunite with Kylie.
Yeah, me too. Thanks so much. I look forward to sharing that story with you guys as well.
Lindsay, thank you for your time.
No, they haven't found her, but this is the latest from her mom. Nicole Kessinger in 10 years. I don't know what to think of this interview. You guys are saying she sounds different from the previous times she's talked. Hey, Scott H. Hi, Bella. Hey, Potato. Hi, Cousin Tracy. Hi, Shell. Hey, Heather. Angie B. Kelly. We also got Bones back as a Roberta tonight.
Roberta.
These nuts. And, of course, we have ultra _ dark _ CEO. Bobby, I am so sorry for your loss. I'm really sorry to hear that. Lone Wolf says, this conversation is old. It's old like the crust in your underwear, Lone Wolf. That's as old as this story is your crusty ass drawers. She might just be tired. Do you guys want to watch her again? Let's watch it one more time while we get crusty ass drawers on audio.
Personnel that they're still.
Lindsay joins us tonight from Truckee. Lindsay, I think I speak for every parent out there, including myself. Our hearts go out to you. What's keeping you motivated?
V.
What's keeping you going in this difficult time?
Hi, Tracy V.
Family support from community, knowing that even though, you guys are talking about there being a reduction in personnel, that there still is a tremendous amount of people who continue to tirelessly work on this case. And even you guys being so gracious as to continue to share our story.
What type of personality? What was Kylie like? Or excuse me, what is she like? And what could save her here if she's in any sort of distress?
Kylie is strong. She's capable. She's smart. She's tenacious. She's feisty. She has a love for life, and I know that she is never been one to give up easy, and today's no different for her.
And Lindsay, let me say that we appreciate you speaking with us. We know it's hard. There were a lot of people at this party, at this campground, more than 200 young teenagers and young adults, from what I understand. What's your gut feeling here? Did she possibly go off with someone?
She sent me a text and said that she was going to be on her way home, and we're still just waiting for her to come through the door. At this point, it's, we still don't know what happened to her, and so we're just working to piece together those last moments that she was at the party to figure out where she did go and with whom.
I presume you've talked to some of her close friends that might have been with her that night. Are they revealing any details to you? Do they know much?
Her friends who were there with her at the party have been nothing but so cooperative and so courageous in coming forward and sharing their stories. And we have such a love for all of her friends and are really appreciative of them working so hard and not compromising, but
why is she stressing the end of her words so much? I see it now, you guys. I didn't notice it the first time. Justice is the answer is our newest subscriber. Welcome, Justice. Honey Pie. You say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too. Happy birthday. Yeah, the way she's pronouncing all these words is really strange.
Oh, sorry. Just being so open to work with everybody and being so honest to share everything that they do know.
Well, you have a lot.
And we have such a love for all of her friends and are really appreciative of them working so hard and not compromising, but oh, sorry.
Compromising what? What did they compromise? What did her friends that were there compromise? I wonder who wrote the book of love. This is really perplexing to me. Let's watch that part again. Compromise.
Where she did go and with whom.
I presume you've talked to some of her close friends that might have been with her that night. Are they revealing any details to you? Do they know much?
Her friends who were there with her at the party have been nothing but so cooperative and so courageous in coming forward and sharing their stories. And we have such a love for all of her friends and are really appreciative of them working so hard and not compromising, but oh, sorry. Just being so open to work with everybody and being so honest to share everything that they do know.
Well, you have a lot of support and love and prayers here in the Bay Area as well. One final question. We look forward to having you back on the program after you reunite with Kylie.
Yeah, me too. Thanks so much. I look forward to sharing that story with you guys as well.
Lindsay, thank you for your...
Well, she ended it normal. She did not talk like that at the end. It was, okay, I look forward to sharing that story with you as well. If that wasn't so different, I think something was up, but I think that she meant to say like donating their time. Like, I think maybe it was just like a word, like a brain fart. She looks really tired. Oh, Shauna, it got deleted, but I don't know. I saw what you said, something about me joking around. You know what, Shauna? I can do what I want because this is my channel. And that's that. Yeah, she's exhausted. They've been searching. It's been 2 weeks. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hate to judge parents when their kids are missing. It's really hard for me to do that. I mean, maybe she thinks they compromised the investigation and it was like, you know, a Freudian slip. I don't know. Hi, happy girl. I didn't see you. And Tracy V, I did not get to properly tell you that I have missed you as well. And I hope you're doing well. Oh, maybe she meant String Cheese said maybe she meant contributing or cooperating. Well, apparently they had these parties every weekend. So it was every weekend. And when she described telling Kylie she could go, she said, of course you can go. Oh my God, CEO, you're crazy. Jay, why are you joking around?
Roberta.
And that is a Roberta. Okay, now let's talk about, because I saw you guys saying, I thought the kids weren't talking. Well, I found something that says a little bit different. Because out of the, what they say, 300 were there, they've talked to roughly 100. But no one saw her leave. Isn't that weird? So out of the 100 kids that they've talked to, no one saw her leave. You are my sunshine. Sorry, but I don't think I would allow my 16-year-old to go to parties like that. I wouldn't want my 16-year-old going to parties like that. Thankfully, when my daughter was 16, she didn't drink, she didn't smoke or do any of that. So she wasn't wanting to go to parties like that, but I don't know about this entire situation. I don't know what their lives are like. I don't know what their daily lives are like. Not everybody lives like me. You know what I mean? Not everybody lives like me and you, and these people seem to be pretty like free love, like we love everybody. We trust everybody. In the nearly 2 weeks since Kylie Rodni vanished after a party at Tahoe National Forest on August 6th, authorities followed up on dozens of leads and interviewed multiple witnesses. But not everyone is being cooperative, according to authorities. People aren't talking to us, said Placer County Sheriff's Office Public Information Officer Angela Musalem. She says, quote, she's given interviews to the New York Post. She says yesterday, quote, a lot of people from the party may be in college or maybe just about to start college, and they're afraid they will ruin their future if they say something, end quote. Kylie was last seen about 12:30 a.m. on that Saturday morning. According to police, she was one of more than 100 juveniles and young adults who had attended a party near the Prosser family campground, about 10 miles north of Truckee, California. But after texting her mother that she was heading home soon, Kylie's phone went off and hasn't turned on since. Authorities are treating Kylie's disappearance as a possible abduction. In a Friday press release, the Placer County Sheriff's Office said that they are conducting sex offender compliance sweeps as part of the investigation. They started this yesterday. The operation, which occurred on Thursday, August 18th, resulted in several sex registrants being found in violation of their terms, with one arrest being made and criminal charges be filed on another. Authorities did not announce any connection between the arrest and Kyle's disappearance. As of Friday, which is today, the sheriff's office said they have received 1,562 tips. They have assigned 73 personnel to the case and have expended approximately 18,810 personnel hours on finding her. Police say that they have photos of Kylie at the party, but not a single partygoer has come forward to say they saw her leave. So that's that for that one. Now, on to that arrest. Where is that arrest? Hold on. Here it is. Okay. So they're doing these sweeps, which I guess is good, right? And they are checking on sex offenders in the area, and they're finding that if they're not registered or they haven't updated, that they, are going to be in trouble. So it says here, the operation, which occurred on Thursday, August 18th, resulted in several sex registrants being found in violation of their terms, with one arrest being made and criminal charges on another. The Truckee Police Department routinely conducts similar sweeps and is committed to aggressively pursuing prosecution of those found to be out of compliance with probation or parole terms. Rodni's unsolved disappearance prompted the compliance checks, but the arrests were not directly related to her case, according to investigators. Truckee police did not immediately respond to a request for more information about the arrested suspect. Across state lines in nearby Incline, Nevada, deputies performed a similar check on a sex offender Wednesday, but said it had no connection to Rodni's disappearance.
We have to stand down.
Oh, thank you, Painting Services by Steve. Thank you for the fuel for Eagle 8. Eagle 8 greatly appreciates it. Back in California, a multi-agency task force investigating the girl's case is also asking additional witnesses to come forward. So here is a missing person flyer that they have outside of the Tahoe National Forest on that post. So at least they made an arrest in their sweeps, I guess. So now here is back to their website for a second. This is the Find Kylie website. And let's see how their fundraiser is going. Or let's see when this was updated. Oh, wait, we have something. The 22nd, 8/22/22 at Truckee Rec Center. What is this, the teen night? So this is probably the teen to teen thing at this truck stop. You guys, I just don't think that she was trafficked. I don't think she was trafficked. She was only there according to Sammy, for an hour. Robert Nensda, thank you for subscribing. I mean, think about it. They said that she got there. So Sammy said she got there at what, 10? And then by 11, they were charging their phones and wasted. I know. Why are they doing it at I don't know, you guys. I don't know if that's a truck stop. Maybe I misread it because it says Truckee. I don't know why they're doing it. No, this is the rec center. Not a truck stop. My bad. The rec center is where they're doing this teen-to-teen meetup with Sammy. Truckee Community Rec Center. It's so fucking pretty there, though, isn't it? But this is where they're doing their teen-to-teen meetup. Apparently, they've got one on the 22nd, which is Monday. Isn't that a weird day for them to... Why wouldn't they do it on the weekend?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. He does not know.
It really is beautiful. I love those tall pines. But her phone, again, it pinged right at the water's edge. Now, I had a weird thought pop in my head today. And it's kind of weird, though. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense, I guess. But I was thinking, like, what if her phone is in her car and she's not with the car? Then what? I was just kind of thinking that along those lines. So as far as we know, Adventures with Purpose are arriving there today. But they don't typically give real-time updates. They do their thing, and then they put out a video. So unless someone's there, boots on the ground, they're not going to know. Because I don't think they're gonna put that out. Yeah, the teens are all heading back to college, and they're doing the thing on Monday. Yeah, that is true. Very. The couple was found. The couple that was missing from the car show, they got in a car accident. Right, but Kay Maisie, who's going to be there? Because they're supposed to go to school. So let's take a look at the Placer Twitter. And they're talking about the compliance sweeps. And then today marks 2 weeks. And we went over a little bit of these stats, but 73 personnel assigned, 18,810 personnel hours. They list all the assisting agencies, the number of tips, additional tips to be, what does that say? Processed. So they reviewed 1562 and they've got 102 to process. And then they have one dive team and one off-highway vehicle. And that's for today. So we have another thing that is hindering their investigation. But before we do that, I want to finish up the Find Kylie. Nothing is really updated, but let's see how their GoFundMe is doing. They are at $59,555 out of 150. And I noticed that Amy Cuarte updated the description. Sarah Smith, the lake is only 53 feet deep. Only? Do you know that Adventures with Purpose, the dive team that's there, found a car that was only 18 inches from the water's surface? And also, law enforcement themselves said that the visibility and lack of like high-tech equipment hindered their water search. So I don't know, Sarah Smith, are you related to Sammy Smith? I'm going to open up the phone lines here in just a few minutes. So get ready, get your fingers ready. You guys can call in, sound off. Let me know what you think of what's going on with this case.
Informer, you know, say that I'm a stormy, I go blam. I like you bum bum man.
All right, now here's a video. As the search for Kylie Rodni enters the 14th day, some tips hurting sheriff's investigation. I know, but Sarah, what you don't understand is that we're not taking the word of an 18-year-old kid who left her severely intoxicated friend at a party and has changed her story multiple times. That's all I'm saying.
As droughts get worse, it's clear that it will be less.
After this commercial break. Well, they do have equipment. They just don't have high tech. Adventures with Purpose has very high tech equipment. It costs money. Sonar. And those guys are trained in what they do. And Sammy also playing the party.
Days and still no sign of Truckee teenager Kylie Rodni or her vehicle. Tips and theories have flooded the Placer County Sheriff's Office social media accounts and tip lines, but they now say that some of those are hurting their investigation.
Andrew Hobner joining us live now with why the overwhelming community support may be actually slowing down the investigation, Andrew.
Yeah, good morning, John and Dina. And yeah, these phones, great as they've been for a variety of things, have been a bit of a hindrance for local law enforcement who are now entering the second week of their search for missing Placer County teenager Kylie Rodni. Here on the phone, this is actually from Placer County saying we are receiving too many tips, duplicate tips, and law enforcement is overwhelmed. The issue is they're receiving a lot of the same tips from the same people, and they're asking the public to take a look specifically at what it is they're sending in.
When we're getting multiple of the same leads from the same people, it's really starting to slow down that process.
What is she talking about?
Detectives are still actively searching, soon to be joined by a rogue search and rescue group, Adventures with Purpose.
I think they need to be a little more specific about this.
The Placer County Sheriff's Office.
About this, because are they saying that they're submitting them on the online portal because they think they're not being seen, because they're not getting a reply? Because, you know, you're not going to get a reply for every tip. You know, or every, you know, they're not going to respond to you personally. So what are they talking about? Are they saying that they're doing it online? Because if the same person's giving you the same tip, they're like the same people are giving us the same tips. I thought the tips were anonymous.
Bundy's a rumpkin. Bundy's a poop butt. Bundy's his mama's boy.
Objection. I don't get it. I thought they were anonymous. How do they know the same people are sending the same tips?
This is also cautioning the public on what they see online, what they see with their phones, that rumors can spark, but the information that comes out that's vetted and correct is coming from the Placer County Sheriff's Office, and that is the information trail you should follow with any updates on the missing Placer County teenager Kylie Rodni.
Yeah, there are so many theories, so many videos posted online, but certainly going to the authorities for the most current and accurate information is what is advised. All right, thank you so much.
So Is this another case of YouTube muddying the waters with all their
a live report, Andrew?
All our theories, or what?
Are on a culinary retreat to
I mean,
Italy.
they're definitely.
She also co-wrote and produced.
They weren't specific about
Shannon and Aubrey Plaza.
It follows.
Oh my God! Shut up, lady. They weren't specific about what. I thought that was the weirdest report. Like, why? I think they're talking about videos like on YouTube. Theories. It's YouTubers.
If you'll please point that microphone right at your chin.
All right, so you guys were talking about this SF Investigates, Steve Fisher, and we're going to play some of his footage from Twitter. This is SF Investigates on Twitter, and he gave permission for people to use this. So let's go like this. And we're going to take a look at this stuff, and then we will open up the phone lines. Well, yeah, I did see Evil Exists, and I saw that she said no, Sammy and Kylie weren't even really friends. But she was besties with Mags. Was Mags a bad influence, you think? Hey, Michael Slater, long time no see. Yeah, I mean, that is so possible that no one even paid attention. Let's watch it, Scott. That nobody even saw. Oh my God, you're going to call and breathe really hard. What do you mean the lack of TikToks? Is there not? Sarah, you're fine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump down your throat, Sarah Smith. You don't have to stop talking. They don't even follow each other on social media. So maybe they met, you know, because it's always YouTubers, Cornish Maid. They didn't say phoning in tips. It doesn't matter how the tips are getting to them. They're saying they're getting the tips from videos online. I didn't say YouTubers are the ones giving the tips. People are giving tips based on videos that they're seeing on YouTube.
If you'll please point that microphone right at your chin.
A four-way, if you will.
Don't be nervous, you guys. It's just like making a phone call. Here, let's open up the lines while we watch this footage. If you could point that phone right at your chin and go ahead and give me a call. Yeah, it's nuts out there, isn't it? Let's talk about it. And this is over the water. So this is recent. So this would be the water levels now. Leaf lover after this mule. Heather J.
A four-way, if you will.
Yep, phone lines are open.
DJ, please pick up your phone. I'm on the request line.
Oh, I missed a call. I didn't have it open. My bad. I missed 2 calls. Call again. Call again. I just missed a call from 423 area code. 423, call me back. Call me back.
Call from Sherry Tomlinson. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail. Oops, your caller just hung up. Goodbye.
What happened, Sherry? Oh, 423, you guys called at the same time. That's what happened. I got you guys calling at the exact same time. Oh my God, don't everybody call at the same time. That's Scott. Call back, Scott. Okay. This is
Call
Sherry.
from Sherry Tomlinson. To accept, press 1.
Hello, you are live.
Hello?
You are live. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Sherry.
Yay!
Hey.
Oh my God. I am so excited.
Who is this? Is this Sherry?
This is.
Hi, it's nice to talk to you.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm okay. Okay.
So what do you think's going on with this case?
I honestly... Listen to me on there.
I know.
Yay!
Yeah, just go ahead and mute it. Or
just
pause
mute
it.
okay.
Yeah, pause it or mute it. It's fine. You're good. It's all good.
All right. I started following it about a week after, and I think she could be in the body of water.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I do. I mean, nothing after. Have you watched Adventures with Purpose?
I've watched them before, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Jared and them said, I mean, the ping got just, I mean, it doesn't ping anymore. The phone's off.
And it's been off like since that, right at that time, 12:30.
Yes, I honestly think that might be where she's at. Now, I don't understand about the loads of cars that took off at the same time, but I don't think that has anything to do with her, but I do think that possibly she could be in a body of water. There's no traces of her.
Nothing.
It's unbelievable.
In a car, like a car to be just vanished. It's got to be in the water.
That Sammy girl, I don't mean to dox anyone, that whatever, but she seems shady.
Sammy, you think she's shady?
But I think it could be that she's wanting that fame. Because she's not talking now.
No, she's not. She's been quiet for quite a few days.
Very much. And I absolutely loved your other video that you did.
Which one?
Just a little while ago with JLR.
Oh, Sherfy?
Yes.
Sherfy?
I think that's...
You think there's something to that?
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
It's way too coincidental.
Yes, I do, Jay. I really do.
Makes
because
me
it
sick.
Just seems... And then only getting 6 years, you know what? The way he looks and his attitude of his dad, he might make it more in there because he seems like that he probably won't take no crap. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
So maybe that's what they're just waiting on.
Oh, we've got another caller coming in, Cherie.
Okay.
All right, thanks for calling in, sister.
No problem.
All right, see ya.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye. Call from... To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Hello. does it keep ringing? It's not even showing me I have a call. Unknown. I have no idea why it's doing that.
Call from
Tommy.
Tommy.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, you're live, Tommy. What's up?
Oh, wait, you hear me?
What's up, Tommy?
Oh, I just want to say that World War III is...
Troll. Tommy, go back to bed. I think it's bedtime. Or nap time or some shit. No more unknown calls. If you block your shiz, I ain't answering it. All right, let's see who we got.
Call from
Amy.
Oh, thank God, someone normal.
To accept, press.
Amy, you're live.
Hi, Jay. How you doing?
Hey.
Hi. I have a few ideas here.
What's
with
up?
This case. The first is I'm calling from New Jersey. This first is I'm going to say that if the AWP doesn't find them tomorrow, I'm going to think this was something more sinister related to these kids trying to cover something up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really have faith in this group of people to find them. Because remember what they said, that if they haven't searched it, they don't consider it searched.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
I have faith in them as well.
Right. So I think we have to just hold out for that. And I just hope that if these parents really, come on, parents, if you really know something that happened, come on, have some morals and ethics and do the right thing and teach your kids the right thing if they've told you something. You can't hide, and you may be scared that you're going to lose your house if you get sued or whatever. But this is a serious situation, and that there has to be awareness of these parties, of things going on, and people really need to communicate with their parents about what's going on with anything. And I know they want to have a good time, but you can have good times later in life and do the right thing. But I'm just going to hold out for them to find them tomorrow with their dive teams and their specialized equipment. I just think it's a shame that the cities and the police departments and the first responders, et cetera, don't have this kind of equipment. I just think it's terrible that we have to go and beg other organizations to look for our missing loved ones.
Yeah.
Just
I'm really surprised they don't have sonar. I guess I didn't realize that.
Well, I just think our governments, our government agencies, they're not really upgrading any kind of infrastructure. I think it's all a part of our infrastructure that's not being, not to get political, we keep sending money to other countries. We got to keep it here. We got to help our people to help find our kids.
Right, our cops should have that resource.
It's
at
terrible.
This point. Yeah.
Right. I'm a mother. I have a 14-year-old daughter. I don't, I want something available, God forbid, that they would be able to go and use these kinds of technologies. That it's the 21st century. Let's go move forward and get these things to every police department in the country so that they could protect the public and help people in these times of crises. So I don't know. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that relying on private groups is great. They're a great resource.
Right, exactly.
But it shouldn't be the only option.
Right, exactly. I just think it makes us look like we're just third world in this way. That why this just doesn't make any sense. Just my opinion.
And I'm looking at this drone footage right now, and it is a very big body of water. That is a very vast.
Right, it's so deep too. It's like 1,600 feet. That's what I was. If you Google
somebody said it was 53 feet deep.
No, but there's the Lake Tahoe. I think Lake Tahoe.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's very deep. So I just.
But 53 feet is very deep.
Let's
not downplay it.
No, it's unbelievably deep. I don't know how. They just really have to be very experienced divers and know how to deal with the pressure changes. That's a very dangerous dive.
Yes, it's a lot.
Because. Right, because as an RN, I have to say you have to worry about the bends when people go down there. You could have decompression sickness, so you have to do that very carefully as to not die. Like even when they were built, when they built bridges back in the day, these divers used to get sick. They would die from trying to dig in the water and to build the caissons that went into the ocean floor, because that's a very dangerous situation. They need medical people, probably on standby to make sure they don't get sick. It's
a really sorry time, because someone brought up, the defunding. Everybody wanted defund.
No, well, listen, I'm on the same page as you.
Yeah, we need more. We need more resources. We have too many kids that are missing and found dead, and we need every resource that we can.
It tells you the priorities. We have to fight, and we have to know who we're getting in office and who's going to fight for us and do the right thing by us.
Do you think? Can I ask you a question while I've got you here?
Okay.
Do you think that we're giving Sammy kind of too much credit to be that clever at 18? I think of myself at 18. If my friend was missing, I guess I might, just try to mimic what I've seen.
Well, she's immature because a lot of these kids have so little life experience, when they emulate adults and they try to do adult things. But I just don't, my thing is I don't understand why her parents are letting her do this and how she got out
Putting
there
herself
like that.
out there like that, yeah.
I would, if it were my child, even though she's an adult, I would say, you need to stop. I would not let them go on there to do that.
Right,
I would
make
say
a statement, cooperate.
Right.
But orchestrating these teen-to-teens, putting that liability out there of taking tips from teens.
Well, the thing in our culture now, it's all getting, the parents have lost control of everything. The adults have lost control. It's a shift in our society right now. Because I just don't think that if in my parents' time or when I grew up, I'm a few years older than you. Like, we wouldn't do this. We would listen to our parents. We wouldn't be out there.
I probably might have been out there.
But we would have been out there. But I don't see myself taking over something
hell no.
At that age, at having an adult,
like the sense of entitlement is what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, because like for instance, when I was younger and I would go to these clubs, they had this club it was 18 to party, 21 to drink. And I grew up in Connecticut, and I went out and I would go to. I don't drink, but I would go to dance, and my mother, don't go out. It's all going to be icy and all this stuff. And of course, when I left the club, I skidded on black ice, and I wound up in a snowbank. And this was before cell phones. And fortunately, somebody was able to give me a ride back to the club, and I was able to call AAA. And then I got there, and the cop found me in the car, and he found my parents through my license plate, and let them know that my car was fine, that I was getting pulled out, and the car was, thank God, I was fine, and I wasn't killed by that guy that picked me up to bring me to the
right?
because we didn't have cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
I escaped danger many, many times in my youth.
Of course, but it's just scary. Like it's just a different.
It's a different time. Yep. And I think that
and I'm not happy with the direction that we're going in. And I see everybody doesn't want to talk about politics and what's going on. But it's taken an interest in us now because we haven't really watched what's going on in that realm, because look what's happening in our world, and it's becoming so bizarre, and what our values are, and how kids are not prioritized in our country, and I see that they are not, because of the way the judges are making rulings that are hurting children and putting them in danger, and there's no accountability for these judges. They need to have like a
that whole system needs an overhaul.
Well, there's blood on their hands. Like they keep putting babies back in bad things and taking them out of good places. And the judges don't have any accountability. They need to have a record of what they've done. I don't know. I just think that we have to take more of an interest.
Well, I think you're right. I think that even the people that didn't necessarily follow politics before are paying attention now, because
we need to.
It's affecting us all.
And the fact that we're being, people don't want to. Oh, we can't talk about this, but you know what? if we don't, we're where we are because we haven't addressed this stuff.
We've tiptoed around
We
each
have
other.
not,
Yeah.
we can't do that anymore because lives are at stake. So, and that's all. I'm not sorry if I offended anybody. I'm not going to be sorry.
You don't have to be sorry for your opinion ever, but I do have another call coming in.
Okay, take care. Nice
Thank you so
talking
much
to
for
you.
calling in. It was nice talking to you, too.
No problem. Take care now. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Call from
Lentz Brothers Pizza.
To accept, press 1.
Should
to
I
send a
answer
voicemail,
this?
press 2.
Pizza place?
To accept.
Hello, you're live. Hello.
What? Hello?
Hey, you're live.
Lentz Brothers Pizza?
You called me.
I didn't.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone send me a pizza, dude. I am hungry, though. That was Lentz Brothers Pizza. And she says, I called her. Someone order me pizza? Pizza for everyone. Pizza pies for everybody.
I don't want to see you again for the rest of my whole life.
Look at the water, you guys. Oh, shit.
Call from
Happy Girl.
Hello, you are live.
What's up, Roberta?
Hey, happy girl. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Roberta.
Two things I just wanted to say. One is Adventure with a Purpose has landed there, and they are searching in the morning. They posted on Twitter. So
Okay,
they're
sorry.
there.
Somebody
and
was
the second
calling
thing
in.
is
Wait, they're
that
coming.
somehow
Wait,
Sammy
hold
and her
on.
parents. What?
They're going in the morning, you said? Somebody was calling
Yes.
in. Okay,
Yes,
so they're
they're going
starting
in the
this
morning.
in the morning. Awesome. Thank you for
Yeah.
verifying that.
And then I don't Steve, the guy's page that you were looking at earlier from Twitter, he posted that Sammy and her parents just like disappeared and didn't tell anybody and left California Monday.
Really?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they did.
Yeah, I
so
swear.
there's proof that they left?
He is there, boots on the ground.
Yeah,
He's
that's
been
whose
talking-
video we're watching.
Yes, he's been talking and hanging out with her grandpa, Kylie's grandpa, and having beers with him at night and talking to him and everything. And he said that they left on Monday and kind of just didn't tell anybody and just kind of left her and her parents.
Weird.
Yeah,
I
because
wonder
some
if
people
she
were
was
saying
getting ready to go to college, though.
And that's what some people were saying. But then other people were like, no, she has all this stuff that she had scheduled, like you just said, on the 22nd.
Yeah.
That she had scheduled stuff out. And people were like, no, she's got stuff scheduled. And then he said, I can tell you from a source that it is not college related.
Law Nerd says they were getting death threats. Law Nerd is in chat. What's up, Law Nerd?
What's up, Law Nerd? Yeah.
They
I
were
could
getting death
possibly
threats.
See that. Yeah.
I mean,
and
everybody's been coming at that Sammy pretty hard.
And
you
it's
know?
sad because I remember at that age, I think I would have jumped if I was at a party. I think I would have been the type of person to jump to go help like she's doing. I don't know if I would put myself in the center like she is, but, you know,
Yeah.
they are going at her hard and they're going to feel bad if this comes back and it has nothing to do with her. I think she's a little sus, but I also think that if they find her in the water, I have a question, Jay, for you, though.
Yeah.
If they find her in the water and it is an overdose or something like drugs, is that still going to be in her system?
I think so.
Okay, so it would be in her system.
I think they would be able to find that. Maybe not from blood, but from tissue.
Okay.
I'm not 100%
All right.
sure, but I think so. Because they can usually
I'm sure we have somebody
run
in
those
chat that will know.
toxicology reports. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, if they could run
I'm sure
toxicology
Potato can find out.
on the Watts girls.
Yes, good call.
Yep.
Yes.
Then definitely.
All right, girl.
definitely. So
That's
we'll
all
know,
that I
like, if
had.
somebody drugged her or if she, took something, Yep, they'll know if it's an overdose for sure. Thank you, happy girl.
Okay,
You're
I hope
awesome.
you get your pizza.
I know,
Okay,
right?
talk to you later.
All right, bye, God. Bye, hon.
Okay, bye.
Roberta.
Okay, 423 call. 423 call back. 423. I missed your call for like the third time. And if you're 423 Chase, don't call. Just kidding. So this is an evening flight, it says on here. And the water's cold. Yep. All right, let's see who we've got. Oh.
Call from.
Okay, 423 call.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Okay,
At any time, you may
I
press
sent the
star
caller
to join the
voicemail.
call.
Hello? You're live. Hello? 423. 423, you're live.
To mark this message as read, press 7.
What happened? That was weird. 423, for some reason, they're not letting you get through to me. You keep calling at the same... Here we go.
Call from. To accept.
You are live, 423.
Well, goodness sakes, I'd like to order me 2 extra large supreme pizzas with a thin crust.
God almighty. It's Scott H.
It is Scott H. What
How
is
are
going
you?
on?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just more craziness. Have you been
Man, I
following
want to
this
go
pretty
over
close?
this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What are your
I want to
thoughts?
go over this video with you. We might do it over on my show whenever you come over, because I want to go through the whole thing. Look right there. Look right there. You see that car going down through there?
Wait, hold on. Let me go back.
You can see there's little roadways by there.
How's that? I paused it. Give it a second.
Yeah, I've got a
You got
really
a little
long
delay.
lag.
Yeah. While we wait for it to catch up, let's play a little soundbite for Mr. Scott H.
Shoot, yeah.
God almighty. Fuck
I
directly
probably
off.
won't be able to hear it because I've got you on mute.
You know Don's full of
So
shit.
that it doesn't, you don't
Yeah,
get
you can
feedback
listen later.
on your show. Yeah.
Fuck directly off.
All right.
Fuck directly off.
Yeah. Oh, is that the one you just played?
I played several, Scott.
Hey, I'll do a shameless plug. There's some FDO merchandise over in my store now. If you want to go over there and grab
Are you
some,
serious?
that'd be really cool.
We got FDO merch over on Scott H's channel.
Just a little bit.
That's
I'm just
awesome.
playing around with it right now.
Okay, we're going to have to check that out.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I just got over in my Discord. I mean, literally, like while that other lady was talking, message that Steve Fisher, the guy's video that you're watching, just posted 6 minutes ago. Well, I don't know for a fact it was posted 6 minutes ago. It just popped up on my Discord, so I'm assuming somebody just got it. It says, SF Investigates. That's his handle there. It says the silence about Kylie Rodni is deafening. An about face from Placer Sheriff. I've been here since Monday. No helicopter searching, no ground searchers, only 2 divers. No answers, no proof of at least the car at party. They have lost control of the narrative. Nobody from the party is talking, maybe because there is nothing to speak about. I have searched all day, every day, and not seen one law enforcement or friend searching since Monday. In a bizarre twist, front person, Sammy, and her parents suddenly and unexpectedly also left California on Monday. WTF.
Whoa.
So that information, according to Steve Fisher, it sounds like to me is accurate. I mean, he just posted on a public platform,
Is it on his Twitter?
Well, I don't have social media, so it would be his
Oh.
Twitter or his Facebook one. I can't tell. It's just a screenshot of the message. It doesn't have the...
Oh, gotcha. You got a screenshot of it.
You
All right,
know,
let me
it's
see if I can find
cropped.
it.
I can email it to you.
Very interesting. Like, what
Or I
the-
can send it by... I said I can email it to you or send it by text if you want to...
I think I've got it right here. Is it from just recently?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've got it right here.
So... I want to go... Well, I see you've already...
No, I can
Does it
I
tell you
can put it back
something
on. I
about-
just wanted to show his Twitter.
Oh, there you go. That was it there, I think. So, if you're going down, if you're looking at that drone footage that he did, the entire video, there's one that's clipped down to like 9 minutes, but there's the full one that he does is like close to half an hour. You can see all kinds of little dirt roads that go around and all throughout the woods and, you know, parallel to the bank of the lakes and stuff. He also drives out of the campground, gets on to Highway 89, and drives all the way down, and he's pointing out landmarks, you know, where this would be and where that would be if Kylie would have went this way or that way. Jay, I'm sitting here to tell you, just as sure as I'm sitting here, that terrain is as flat as my wood floors are in my living room.
Really?
As you're going down that main highway, there's embankments built up out of dirt all the way down, and where there's not embankments, there's all those tall pine trees that you see. And they're thick because they're a barrier to the residential areas that lay behind. You know, they work as a noise barrier for the homes that are, you know, right off of the highway.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see how in the world, now this is just me, you know, I'm just an overview and an opinion channel on this case because Summer Wells was different. I live here. I don't live in California, never been to California. But there's no way, if Kylie left out of there and took that route, that she wrecked and they couldn't have found her car. It would have been stuck out in the middle of the road.
Right.
But because there's not enough room between the trees for her car to have exited the highway. Or she would have, you know, run up on one of those dirt embankments and flipped her car over on the roof.
Yeah.
And I mean, this goes on for quite a while this Steve Fisher's driving. Same deal in the campground when he's driving out of there.
Mm-hmm.
It is just flat as could be. There's nothing but trees on the sides. So if she would have left out of there and she was drunk, if she wrecked, she would be right on one of the dirt roads.
Yeah, they would have found her.
Now, if you get down to the lake, the lakes are down right now because they're experiencing low rainfall in California. Having said that, the banks are not very steep. Well, at least on this particular drone footage that Mr. Fisher does. Like when you leave the dirt roadways right there where the little car was driving just a second ago,
mm-hmm.
It's not very steep. So if you were to take, well, you've been swimming before. Okay, go walk out your door and walk down to the ocean right now. The farther you walk into the ocean, the harder it gets. By the time you get up to your waist, you're having to push your legs through it. By the time you get up to your chest, there's no way that you could run through the water. If you go over your head, you can't move forward. That's why you go horizontal to swim, because it decreases the resistance of the water on you. A car doesn't have that option.
Mm-hmm.
So when a car hits water, there's a lot of resistance pushing back from the water to slow the vehicle down. That's part of the reason that you only found, well, that car you were talking about, Adventures with Purpose, it was only 18 inches deep, because even if she would have been in the car driving, in my opinion, and had it floored, pedal to the metal, number one, you're only going to get so far into that water before the engine's going to stop running, because it's going to be underwater and it's going to suck water up and stop. Then the car is no longer under any power whatsoever. If she was unconscious, or if they were trying to ditch the car, even the car wouldn't be under power. Now, what disturbed me so much about hearing Stephen Fisher just say that on his Twitter was, I would have felt certain that the police down there would have started off in boats, going from boat ramp to boat ramp, following the shoreline, because they know that there's no way a car can get from the edge all the way to the center of the lake at its deepest point, because the engine would stop running. There's just no way. I mean,
so what do you make of her phone ping right at the water's edge as well?
Well, see, here's the thing. If you read the headline of that article, it says the phone pinged at the water, but it could be the land. That doesn't say that Kylie was there with her phone.
Right. Well,
That
Sammy
just said
said
her
that they
phone
charged him. So what if her phone was in the car being charged?
Right. Or if there was foul play involved, somebody could have drove by and threw her phone out there. But that doesn't mean Kylie was out there. That doesn't mean Kylie's car was ever out there.
Right.
Kylie's
but isn't there a
car
picture,
and
though?
Kylie could have been headed in the other direction. Somebody else took off and just threw the phone, just to get rid of it, to, say, hell, we got to get rid of this, make it look like she was here instead of where we're taking her.
Mm-hmm.
But look right there. Look at how flat that is. I mean, that's acres and acres and acres of just flat.
Yeah, it is pretty flat. And I see what you mean about the water being low.
Yeah. So even if you get into where after you get past this little tributary, this little creek that runs in that feeds it, even after it widens out, you'll, in my opinion, the banks, they're not just straight drop off, like rock cliffs. They're just gradual slopes down into the water.
Mm-hmm.
And now to the left, you see the roads there, the tracks where the cars go. So let's say you were drunk and you passed out or whatever and just swerved off into that water. Now, right there, as you're flying over, you can actually see the bottom through the water.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go back to that. Yeah, wow.
So all around that whole shoreline, you can see the bottom of that reservoir from the air. And then you can see from that island right there that's on the left side of your screen that's got that tree growing in the middle.
But Scott,
that's how
what is
far
this?
The water.
Wait for it to catch up. I paused it. But what? There's
Okay.
tracks. Did a car go in there, or what's that from? I mean, I'm not trying to sound dumb here, but did a car drive in there?
Oh, I'm just waiting to see if the lag hitches up.
Her car is silver, Heather J.
Silver, yes.
So maybe they drove a gator through?
Well, in the somewhere in this video, you'll be able to see, I think twice in this video, you can actually see cars driving down those dirt roads. I mean, you can clearly see, looking from air down, that you can see the bottom of the.
You could see tire tracks
lake
going
there.
into the water and going across the water, like underneath the water. Can you see the screen right now?
Yeah, I can. That may be, if maybe on Google Maps or something, or Google Earth, you might be able to zoom in. That may
that's a
be
good
a
idea.
man-made boat ramp, for people to come out and launch their boats in and go fishing,
Yeah, let's check that out on Google. Good idea. So how you been, Scott H? It's been a minute.
Yeah, I've been doing okay.
Good.
Been doing okay. Been kept covering.
Did you see my video earlier? What'd you think of that? Sherfy? Did you
Was
see
that
it?
Donald Sturgeon on there?
Sherfy Jr.?
Well, I know Sherfy Jr. got sentenced to 6 years.
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
But weren't you or the part of the video that I caught was I was fixing supper and eating and everything, so I was halfway listening and halfway doing my domesticated duties. But JLR was talking to, that was Mr. Overbay.
Yeah. I replayed that. But
okay.
Prior to that, we had covered that he was in court. And what do you think of that sentence? That was a very light sentence.
Well, if you go back and look at Frank Light's sentence was even lighter than that.
You're kidding.
No, I wish I was.
So is that the boat? That must be the boat launch that we're seeing. But you can't see in the water here.
Okay, I'm just seeing the...
Yeah, you'll see it in a second.
It makes a lot more sense now if you look at... Okay, yeah, you're moving now. You can see how flat that is. Yeah, there's the actual man-made boat ramp.
Yep. But there is also a boat ramp that's paved. I thought someone had said.
It looks like directly across from there was a paved one, but the water's down so far. I don't know if it would be accessible. I mean, I hope, well,
I mean,
I don't want to say that I hope that Adventures with a Purpose finds her car, because I want her to be alive naturally.
Of course.
But one would think, if I was down there and there was like, we've got a young girl missing, what I would do is I would get me a police boat or a, Wildlife Resources Agency, I don't know what y'all call them down there, and I would have launched that boat at that boat ramp, and I would have started idling around the shorelines all the way around that whole entire lake to see if I could...
Is this sand on the shore, or is it like dirt?
Well, that I don't know. Like I said, I'm not familiar with
Because it almost
California.
looks sandy to me. Because it looks raked. I might be wrong, but I did see some pictures on like the edge of the water around on the other side on Google that someone had gotten stuck. It was just like a random person. And their car, it was really super muddy on the edge. And the car got stuck before it went in the water. So that's why I was thinking like maybe a paved. Because if you zoom out, if you look, like she could have driven and taken a wrong turn if it was pitch black. And taken a wrong turn on any of these little roads. And ended up look at how they all end, going into the water pretty much. There's
Right.
all these little roads all around the water.
Wouldn't you think, though, after 14 days, I mean, I've seen the flight maps of the search helicopters and stuff, and I mean, they zigzag just back and forth over these areas, and
They did with
I
summer
mean,
wells too.
I know people go missing for years sometimes before they're ever found. I know that, I'm aware, and it's an unfortunate thing, but to me, it just seems really strange that there was that many people allegedly there. No one sees her. We haven't seen any photographs. We haven't seen any videos. Nobody says I was parked next to her. Nobody said, yeah, I saw her leave at so-and-so time. All of those cars had to have left, some of them before her, some of them after her. None of the ones after her reported any kind of an accident. There's been people up there, I'm sure on dirt bikes and everything, running around that whole campground trying to be the one. I mean, they got $75,000 up for the reward. The GoFundMe's up to almost $60,000. Ryan Upchurch is going to give $100,000 Hellcat. So somebody's looking at $250,000. $250,000. That can change an 18-year-old's life.
Yeah, nobody said shit. No one even.
That,
well, we did hear that there was a picture of her in the Odd Future hoodie.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
At the party.
At the party, correct.
So we do have, I guess, if that picture was from that night, I'm assuming they've confirmed that we do have confirmation she was there.
Yes.
But we haven't seen a picture of her car there.
Right. They didn't confirm what time she was saw there in that white hoodie.
And they didn't show the picture of her in the white hoodie.
No.
Which is kind of weird. It's kind of weird. We had a girl that went missing up in Michigan. She went to a Halloween party, and she was dressed up as, oh God, I think it was poison ivy, like the plant poison ivy. And she went missing from this party. And she was at a party, didn't know everybody there, huge party, and they showed pictures of her from that party on the news in the costume. So I don't understand why they're not showing a picture of her in the hoodie at the party.
Right.
Unless it's not a good picture that they want to be shown.
Right, exactly.
Because usually they will show that last picture to show what the hell they looked like.
Well, I can tell you one thing, and I'll get off of here and let somebody else call. I didn't mean to hijack your show.
Scott H., you can hijack my show anytime you'd like.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I appreciate that. But I'm going to tell you, what we do, it does make a difference, for sure. I don't know. I know you've been busy doing your thing, but I've been covering some cases over on my channel since there hasn't been really any new developments in Summer Wells. I was covering in some missing cases of single young adult mothers that have very strange circumstances surrounding them.
And they're missing,
I've had
you mean?
people that I've caught, subscribers of mine, that know these people. I actually had a relative of one of these people call me and say, thank you for carrying this on your channel and, putting the word out so more people can see, we want to find our relative or whatever. Now, unfortunately, that one they did find her body, but at least they were able to lay her to rest. And I sent flowers on behalf of myself and my subscribers,
Aw.
down there
Yeah.
and everything. But I had another subscriber that was in law enforcement down there that's familiar with another lady that's missing. I've got two people that are not only subscribers, but YouTube creators that live in the area of another lady in Kentucky that I'm covering. One of which was actually involved in the search crew when this lady went missing.
Oh, wow.
Another person, when I reported that they found this one young lady, they found her body, another person reached out that knew another lady that had went missing and was hoping that it was her that they had found. So let me tell you, when we get up here on our platforms and we do this research and we're digging through Google Maps and we're going through news articles and we're covering press conferences and we're putting missing flyers up and we're doing all the things that we do, and we've got all these people. Well, right now you've got 763 people watching. 763 people, that's 1,500 eyeballs out there.
Absolutely.
That could see something, that may know something. One of them might be in here from Truckee, California, that knows exactly where the hell Kylie is.
Could be.
And this show might be enough to say, fuck it. I'm going to the cops. I'm calling them right now.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It really isn't worth it for these kids. These kids are not going to have their lives ruined for telling the truth.
No. They would stand a bigger chance of having their life ruined by trying to live with the secret of covering up a young girl, a classmate going missing. Try to live with that shit every day. Wake up with that shit every day. I'd go fucking bonkers.
It happens,
or be drinking so much, or shooting so much dope, or unalive myself, or something.
It's almost like I Know What You Did Last Summer, the movie playing out in real life.
Yeah, every day. I Know What You Did Last Summer on Groundhog Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly.
With Bill Murray.
Yep.
And then imagine that they get, the nice wife and the nice home and the two kids and the dog laying on the front porch with the white picket fence and the $150,000 a year job and all that kind of stuff. And then they come up with some kind of evidence that ties them back to it as being a witness because somebody else saw it and they decided they couldn't live with it no more. And then their life really gets ruined. Their wife's life gets ruined. Their kid's life gets ruined. They lose their job. They lose their house. I mean, you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, I do.
It's just so much easier to just own up and go,
just
okay, listen.
Spill it.
Some stuff went really, really sideways at this party. Nobody wanted this to happen. We're young, we're dumb, we're stupid, we're scared. Whatever. I'll take any answer. I don't care what it is,
I just noticed something, Scott. Let me show you guys. I went to the Find Kylie page and scrolled down. Check this out. They've now changed the time that she was seen on here.
Wow, I checked literally probably within an hour of your show starting to see if there was anything new.
Maybe you didn't notice that they changed it because it's not like a new section. Now they're saying 12:30 to 1 a.m. I've never seen 1 a.m. mentioned. Have you?
The only time that I saw that was in the early days, and they had a map. And they had a line drawn around a certain area, and they said stay out of the blue area.
Yeah, I did see that as well.
And that was supposedly at 1 a.m. Okay, I see where you got it pulled up on screen now.
Mm-hmm.
Was last seen in California.
August 6th, 12:30 to 1 a.m.
12:30 to 1 a.m.
It's like more broad now. It was before that. It was, see, they changed it. We talked about this the other day, and they freaking changed it. Just like that lady changed the GoFundMe description. So the other day, this shit said that her phone went off at 12:30. And then it said 12:33 or 12:33. And then it said, and then Sammy said, she called me at 12:36. Now that's gone. And it says 12:30 to 1 a.m.
Okay, now let's look down here. This has not been verified yet, but I saw a picture on, again, I don't know if it was Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. Just somebody screenshotted it of a picture that allegedly is Kylie's hand, and it's got like a smiley face and a 17, but it's on her wrist. So what I've been trying to figure out is if that's a misprint where it says tattoo of 17 on her ribs.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody did show a picture that it was a female's hand, I'll say that, a young female's hand that had 17 tattooed on her wrist, not her ribs. Now,
yeah, it says tattoo on ribs, 17.
Right. But I haven't seen any pictures of Kylie, you know, like in a bathing suit
or anything,
you know,
yeah.
You know, to where you could see the tattoo on her ribs, you know.
Yeah.
And she's so, you know, I don't know. Yeah, the green Dickies, the black string strap bodysuit, black Vans, 3 gold necklaces. She was loaned the black hoodie and was seen wearing the white and pink hoodie. Yes, that's the last that I've heard. But boy, they sure did change that time from 12:30 to 1 now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. So, and then I didn't see this where it says today, August 19th. Today we packed up at base camp at the Truckee Rec Center parking lot. We will continue to post on this site any new developments, meetings, etc. They packed up the base camp?
Yep.
Isn't that Sammy's? Isn't that Sammy's base camp though?
Well, that's where they were doing the press conferences after they moved them, after they did the one outside.
Right, but that's where Sammy's been doing her meetups.
Right.
At the base camp at the rec center.
Well,
it said,
according to,
you know what? It changed, Scott.
According
Starting
to Steve
Monday.
Fisher, Sammy.
Go ahead.
According to Steve Fisher, Sammy and her parents packed up and left California Monday, so she's not going to be there to do any things.
Well, right. That's what I was wondering. All these kids are going to college. But it says here, starting on 8/22, 9 to 11 a.m. and 4 to 6 p.m., as the investigation to find Kylie continues with cooperating law enforcement agencies, our volunteer coordination efforts are shifting. We will be inside the Truckee Rec Center on Monday mornings and afternoons to distribute flyers and other resources. We sincerely thank everyone that has and continues to search and post flyers. We will let you know what comes next. What? They're just going to be there on Mondays? Like one day a...
Yeah,
the fuck? If that was my kid, I would be out there every fucking day. Like Mondays?
Well, I mean, it's just like every search, unfortunately. There comes a time to where they have to, you know, they start running, the budget starts running out, the man hours.
Right, but this is the volunteer efforts, Scott.
Right.
This is the volunteer efforts that Sammy was front and center, gung-ho.
Right.
I thought that she was going to make a career out of this, like, and now it's just Monday mornings and afternoons you can get flyers?
I was going to send you a clip, which it would be mean as hell to do, but sometimes I get a little smart ass attitude about me. You remember the first press conference when she turns around and she says, "This is what I look like. This is me."
Who says that?
Sammy.
Mm-mm. No, I don't recall that.
Okay, it's over on my page. It's called "Sammy Just Took Over." It was at the beginning of the very first press conference that they had.
Okay.
And Sammy turns around, does a 360, and she's like, "This is me. This is what I look like." And I swear, I actually did your soundbite in the video. At the end of that video, she likes to twirl.
Why'd she twirl her head like all the way around?
Well, she twirled her whole body. She spun around like a ballerina.
Oh, shit. Okay, I gotta go play it. Do you mind?
So I was like, I don't know how to edit, but you could
It's
probably
on your channel
take
right
that
now?
clip. Yeah.
All right, let me go to your channel. You guys subscribe to Scott H's channel. Scott H is his channel. Someone said, "What's Scott H's channel?" We're like, "It's Scott H."
It's Scott H.
It's
yeah.
literally Scott H. So, hey, while I've got you, what do you think of the whole McAfee thing?
Man, that dude is a character. Isn't he?
He is. He is, but I found out some
Yeah.
sick shit about him, too, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a dude. For somebody that came up with, the security systems that, well, I know at least you and I grew up on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it's still on. It's still put on systems.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm sure they probably do, but as big as that stuff was, you would have figured somebody that was, all suit and tie, and he's like sniffing cocaine off of hookers' asses with loaded guns and
I
riding
know,
on
right?
yachts.
I know it. I know it. He looked normal back in the day when he first started his business. He looked like a normal guy, and then, whoa, he turned outlaw for sure. Interesting man, though. Very smart. Very smart.
Extremely.
And they still haven't released his body to his wife.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I did not know that.
Yep. She's got a petition out to get his body because they have not released it.
How long ago was that when he died?
I think it was a year ago now. A year ago, June.
It's been a while.
Yeah, where's my pizza? I'm waiting for my pizza. Double pepperoni, double cheese, sauce on the side.
That person called to order a pizza, but yet the pizza company's name showed up on your caller ID.
Yeah,
How's
it was.
That work?
I don't know. And she's like, "Lynn's Pizza." I'm like, "You called me." She's like, "I didn't." Lord only knows, Scott H. All right, let's play your video. So this.
You don't have to watch the whole thing, but you'll see it.
Okay. Where do I do it?
Talks.
Okay, here we go.
She talks a little bit, and then she'll turn around, and immediately when she did that, this is like 3:00 in the morning. I'm making this video. I'm going back and I'm clipping all the old.
I feel your pain. I do the same thing. I do my best work at that time.
Yeah. I'm clipping all the old interviews and all that stuff so that, if for some reason Kylie doesn't get found and the stories change, we can go back and go, well, why doesn't this apply now? I think right in there, I think you just...
Is that Kate in the back in the overalls?
She holds her hand so weird, too, the way that her hand gestures.
Oh, I know. I was like fast forwarding it, and she looks like she's hula dancing. She's really excited to do this. Like, she's really excited about it.
The way her mom
oops
accentuates the ends of words and stuff.
That was strange, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I couldn't. And then at the very end, though, she didn't. She was like, I look forward to having a conversation with you guys as well. It was like normal. The whole freaking thing, maybe she was reading. I don't know. Maybe it was like pre-planned, like scripted. This is what we're going to ask you. I don't know.
No judgment here, but I can smell the granola and patchouli oil from
Oh,
here.
yeah. Hell yeah.
I'll be right here.
You know that.
Please just find me after this, or right now, I can take you in there. Anything. The meetup is tonight in Tahoe City at the Save Mart. It's right.
I can take a very, very light aroma of patchouli, but if you're doused in it, man, it like literally takes my breath away. I can't.
I don't care for patchouli if it is
breathe.
a very, yeah, it will take your breath away. I like Nag Champa. Nag Champa. That's one of my favorites. Hey, Mr. Mark. Yeah, if you ever were to, I know it sounds really weird, but if you were to smell my dreadlocks, a lot of times they smell like Nag Champa because the spray I used is that. I like that scent. And it was funny. I met a friend from YouTube. We met in person, and she's like, "Oh my God, you smell like Nag Champa," when she hugged me. And I'm like, "Oh my God, it's my spray. Can you actually smell that?" So I smell like an incense stick, but it's not like strong or anything like that.
Right.
I probably shouldn't even have said that because now I'm going to have videos about me that I smell like a fucking piece of incense because I don't wash my hair or something. Okay, where does she flip around? Is it like towards the end?
Yeah, it should be right here. Well, again, I'm on a lag, so I can't really tell. Well, she just walked off on my
I
end.
have her muted, and she's just watching her body language is weird without sound.
Very, very strange.
Why is she holding her arm like that? Like she's trying to.
The way that she's
Why is she holding it?
down,
Yeah, up to her chest like that.
Yeah, that's what I say. She's so strange.
Why are people so weird? Oh, Carrie Ann loves that. She says, "I love that scent." Oh, that's your favorite, Susie. Hey, Scott H., I'm going to take you back old school. Do you remember? What is this from? Gee, your hair smells terrific.
Oh gosh, I remember that. Was that L'Oreal?
Wasn't that the name of it? Gee, your hair smells terrific. Wasn't that the actual name on the bottle?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
That was like the actual name of the shampoo. Gee, your hair smells terrific.
Your hair smells terrific. Yeah.
There was another one though. I can't remember, Prel or some shit. But no, gee, your hair smells terrific. That was actually the name of the damn shampoo. You know, we had that in the bathtub. But yeah,
I think my grandmother actually. Wait, wasn't Prel? Wasn't that a dishwashing soap?
No, it was hair stuff. They still make it. It's green.
Yeah, it seems like I remember seeing that at my grandmother's house.
Your grandmother's. That's about right. Yep.
But I mean, that's been like 45 years ago, something like that.
Sunshine said she's burning Nag Champa right now. We freaked her out.
Oh wow.
So have you made any rice pudding lately?
No, I haven't.
You have not?
No, once I started making it, man, I was making it like every 4 days. Every time I'd run out, I would make
Did you
more
get
and more
burned
and
out
more.
on it?
Well, I was getting to the point I was so close to getting burned out. I was like, man, if I make more, I'm going to get burned out, and I don't want to do that. So I gave it a break.
Yeah, I do that too. I like whatchamacallit, fried plantains. And
Yeah.
I like when I moved here, I bought like fresh plantains and made them, and I got burned out on them, but I freaking love them. They're so good. It's like one of those weird foods I really like. But hey, let's look at the rest of this. I want to see if anything else changed. Anything else changed while we were... I don't understand why they say they're getting the same tips from the same people. That's another thing. It's anonymous. Anonymous means anonymous, it says. So that's going to make people not even want to fucking share a tip. If they're like, oh, I thought they said it was anonymous. How do they know if the same person's submitting the same one? I thought that was
there on my
odd.
end. She just turned around. She just spun.
Oh, she did? Let me go back a little bit. I looked away.
I don't know. I don't know how long the lag is on it. Let's see. My timestamp that I see is 10:23 or 16:23. Maybe if you back up like 20 seconds from so like 16.
Do I have to have
16
sound
minutes.
on?
It's just her talking.
Anything you need, you have people here you can
So
talk
no,
to.
you can just watch it.
Yeah,
I was
because she's got
figuring
her
you-
hand like cupped weird underneath her,
Right.
like underneath her boobs. Like what is she?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what all that's about.
I don't know what to make of any of this, Scott H. But I'm glad that you called in, and it's nice to talk to you after being so long. And you just let me know when you wanna collab, and we'll do it. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, definitely. I want to go over a few things and bounce some things off each other's heads. And
It sounds fun.
since there is so much strange things here, because I know there's going to be some things that we think alike on, but there's going to be probably things that you're thinking that I haven't thought of yet, and vice versa. And
Yeah,
we can kind
definitely,
of
definitely. Because
mesh that together.
you totally look at a different angle than I do, and I think that's awesome because, like you said, everybody brings out their own, whatever they see out of these things, and together, we all make a pretty good team if we stay on the straight and narrow, right?
That's it for sure. And we do make a difference, and all of our subscribers, they make the biggest difference. That's the only reason we're here.
Yep.
We wouldn't exist if we didn't have all these fine people.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
They make this shiz go round for sure. They are
They
the
do.
best. They
They do.
are the best, and they don't even mind when Scott H tells them to fuck directly off. Like they love it. You just don't get any
Yeah.
better than that,
Exactly. When you can go into a crowd full of people and tell them to fuck directly off and not get any throwback from it,
And they actually want to
Tell
buy
you.
a T-shirt that says it. You know that you're in the right place.
that's the thing that you want to wake up. That's the reason to wake up every day right there.
I agree.
Nothing else. All humanity is not gone when somebody can realize, that life really doesn't have to be that serious. Unless you're on the receiving end of the FDO.
Yeah, right. I hear you there.
All right. Well,
All right, Scott H,
I'll
have a good
sit down,
evening.
and I'll shoot you a text. We'll try to get together, or at least find a time, whenever you're available.
Yeah, let me
You keep
know.
doing what you're doing.
You too.
And enjoy your Friday.
Thank you. You have a
Bye.
good Friday, Scott.
All right.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
All right. Always a pleasure talking to Mr. Scott H. We've got a couple screenshots from the Maligator. Let's see what she's sent over. Brendan, I'd say screw you, Scott H. And he would say, fuck directly off. Here's one of my favorite Scott H. sound clips.
Guess what? There's 7 billion fucking humans on this fucking rock hurtling through space that make mistakes.
He's very right about that. We all make mistakes. Cut each other some slack, would you? Okay, let's take a look at what Maligator sent over. Maligator always sends the goods. So, here we go. Okay, so this is what we were talking about. Current search rescue area, please keep out. Hang on, let's blow this up. Oh, herbal essences. How about Aussie? And this is the map from what? The command center? Last seen 1 a.m. August 6th, 1 a.m. SAR Command, Search and Rescue Command. Last seen August 6th, 1 a.m. So they must have confirmation that she was seen there. I know, look at Maligator getting the map. I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. I'm the map. All right, we've got one more. So what does that mean, though? Please keep out. They didn't want people searching where the cops were searching? They wanted everybody elsewhere, or what? Oops. Did I just sing Dora? I think I did. My granddaughter would be really proud of me right now. Okay, we've got another surprise for you. This is good news. Thank you, Maligator. Okay, well, at least they were smart enough to keep the general public out of that area. So what exactly was Sammy orchestrating? I don't get it. If they couldn't even search where she was even, the area she was even located in, or last seen in. Okay. It looks like the boys have arrived. This is today. Hello, Dr. Melmo. So, Adventures with Purpose are there. So I think if she's in that water, I have faith that if she's in there, if her car's in there, they'll find it. Good night, potatoes. So they have posted this. This is straight from them. They have arrived. So they are specifically trained and they have this sonar. No, her ex was not at the party. He was not at the party. You still use Aussie. I used to use the Aussie Sprunch Spray, Auntie Cheryl. So we've covered a lot of stuff. We even covered her mom, and I'd like to play that again for the people that have just joined or weren't here earlier, and I'd like to get your opinion on this interview with this latest interview with Kylie's mother.
11 and the search continues. So do the prayers. The search for missing teenager Kylie Rodni. The 16-year-old was last seen at a party in the Lake Tahoe area a couple of weekends ago. The last ping from her cell phone came in at 12:30 a.m. Saturday morning. Her silver Honda CR-V, you see it there, is also missing. The Placer County Sheriff's Department now says the search will continue, but in a more limited way. Fewer people were working the case, down to about 100 today. Previously, it was about 200 to 300 law enforcement had been assigned daily. Detectives will still follow up on every lead, but the search team will be more like a task force. These past 11 days, excruciating, no doubt, so difficult for her family and friends. That includes her mother, Lindsay Rodni Neiman. Lindsay joins us tonight from Truckee. Lindsay, I think I speak for every parent out there, including myself. Our hearts go out to you. What's keeping you motivated? What's keeping you going in this difficult time?
Family support from community, knowing that even though, you guys are talking about there being a reduction in personnel, that there still is a tremendous amount of people who continue to tirelessly work on this case, and you know, even you guys being so gracious as to continue to share our story.
What type of personality? What was Kylie like? Or excuse me, what is she like, and what could save her here if she's in any sort of distress?
Kylie is strong. She's capable. She's smart. You know, she's tenacious. She's feisty. She has a love for life, and I know that she is never been one to give up easy. And today's no different for her. And
Lindsay, let me say that we appreciate you speaking with us. We know it's hard. There were a lot of people at this party, at this campground, more than 200 young teenagers and young adults, from what I understand. What's your gut feeling here? Did she possibly go off with someone?
You know, she sent me a text and said that she was going to be on her way home, and we're still just waiting for her to come through the door. At this point, it's, you know, we still don't know what happened to her. And so we're just working to piece together those last moments that she was at the party to figure out where she did go and with whom.
I presume you've talked to some of her close friends that might have been with her that night. Are they revealing any details to you? Do they know much?
Her friends who were there with her at the party have been nothing but so cooperative and so courageous in coming forward and sharing their stories. And we have such a love for all of her friends, and are really appreciative of them working so hard and not compromising, but just being so open to work with everybody and being so honest to share everything that they do know.
Well, you have a lot of support and love and prayers here in the Bay Area as well. One final question. We look forward to having you back on the program after you reunite with Kylie.
Yeah, me too. Thanks so much. I look forward to sharing that story with you guys as well.
Lindsay, thank you for your time.
Why did her voice change so drastically?
Winners choose their dream Mercedes at Great Resort and Casino.
Why did her voice change so drastically, though? Like, the way she was, like we were talking about, pronunciating the last syllable of every word is kind of weird.
It's hard. There were a lot of people at this party, at this campground, more than 200 young teenagers and young adults, from what I understand. What's your gut feeling here? Did she possibly go off with someone?
You know, she sent me a text and said that she was going to be on her way home, and we're still just waiting for her to come through the door. At this point, it's, you know, we still don't know what happened to her. And so we're just working to piece together those last moments that she was at the party to figure out where she did go and with whom.
I presume you've talked to some of her close friends that might have been with her that night. Are they revealing any details to you? Do they know much?
Her friends who were there with her at the party have been nothing but so cooperative and so courageous in coming forward and sharing their stories. And we have such a love for all of her friends, and are really appreciative of them working so hard and not compromising, but just being so open to work.
No, if you listen to the very last sentence, she doesn't talk like that. She only talks like that during the interview, and then at the very end, she doesn't talk like that anymore. It's not her dialect.
With everybody and being so honest to share everything that they do know.
Well, you have a lot of support and love and prayers here in the Bay Area as well. One final question. We look forward to having you back on the program after you reunite with Kylie.
Yeah, me too. Thanks so much. I look forward to sharing that story with you guys as well.
Lindsay, thank you for your time.
You think she's just proper? Could be. Could be. Well, I think I'm going to sign off of here. I think that we've pretty well covered everything that's new out there. But definitely Sunday night, John McAfee, be here or be square. And tomorrow we're going to do a Grady Judd live. So I've got big news from Polk County, Florida and surrounding areas. Grady Judd has done it again. We've got about 80 people that were arrested down here. So we are going to talk a little bit about that tomorrow and see what Grady had to say. But thank you for joining me for Friday Night Live. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So please give this video a like and dance your way on out of here. Love you guys. Thank you for subscribing and becoming members tonight. You guys are the bomb.
Roberta,
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Damn, damn. I don't give a damn. Damn, damn. I don't give a damn. Damn, damn. I don't give a damn. You wanna be with me. You wanna feel something real, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to friends, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time, I ain't got time, I ain't got time for that.
Roberta,
Staying up late, sleeping all day, dreaming about Cadillacs. My new shoes, hanging by the pool, sipping on Coke and Jack. Calling my phone when you feel alone, but I'll never call you back.
Thank you so much.
Time,